Okay, back in the States, brought a load of parts, the Termi exhaust, the front brake discs, and this lovely motor holders World SuperBike specification subframe. So I've given it a good brushing because it's a used one, and it definitely had been in the wars for sure. Perfect condition, just needed the surface just polishing up again. So I'm going to brush with a bit of Scotch-Brite, and now I'm going to do my usual, same as what I've done with the last subframe, and use a bit of 2K high gloss just to lock that finishing. The last one came out amazing. I'm hoping this will do the same. I've also taken off all the little brackets that I made for the mud guard and also the shock pod sensor. So I'm going to do the same with them, just so they look a little bit more presentable, and it preserves them. So that's the plan for today. Okay guys, the moment we've all been waiting for, certainly I've been waiting for, the arrival of the Termignoni World SuperBike, British Superbike specification exhaust, wheelbarrow design. Oh, somebody is also excited. So I'm just going to do a quick unboxing, just to kind of go through that process. Then what I'm planning to do over the Christmas holiday, the next couple of days, is just mock it up onto the bike. I'm not going to like tighten it down or anything like that. Main reason being is that obviously there's still a lot of stuff that we need to do on it. The World SuperBike subframe, that's just been lacquered, so that'll be going on. That will determine how that all mounts together, which is all going to be custom. There's not, I'm sure none of it's going to be standard the way it's going to fit together, so it'll just be kind of a loose mock-up. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So instructions, I haven't looked at those yet. So obviously this has been opened in the UK. I took it on the plane with me when I came back out here. No issues with that whatsoever. So I have had a chance to have a bit of a look at it. I haven't got gloves on yet. I'm keen to wear gloves when I actually go through the full process, so I won't get it out of its bags yet, but I'll just get it out so you guys can have a look. Okay, so look at that. Full titanium system. So that is the bit that goes under seat like that, up there. Very nice. It's a link pipe for the lower part. Here comes the rear headers, I believe. So I'm doing this one-handed. I haven't got the good wife to do this. I will get her for the next unboxings. So yeah, headers, really, and the rear aspect of the pipe. Bag of bits, all the springs, the bolts, the brackets, etc. Very nice piece of the carbon that goes on the right hand side like that. So that is going to look amazing. I think that is gloss carbon. As I said, the majority of the bike's going to be the race subdued carbon, but there will be some aspects of gloss and eggshell. What else we got? Okay, look at these bad boys. The old 3-inch or 70mm, whatever, side pipes that links, so that goes at the bottom of the bike, that links the front headers, and then it runs up the side like so. So that will go something like, let's squeeze it in there. It'll go something like that. I'm loving that already. That's super exciting. Someone else is mega excited as well. Carbon, that goes at the back, that goes on the left hand side. Okay, more carbon stuff. Up map, that's not going to be strictly relevant because I'm going to be taking it to Superbike Unlimited, and they're going to do a full custom tune for each cylinder once it's all up and running, so that's not even going to be getting used, but it's there anyway. Likewise with this, this is the fuel tank heat shield, carbon fiber, very nice piece. And again, not even going to be getting used because it'll be a custom custom fuel tank that's going to be made, and there is no requirement for this, so it's going to have its own custom heat shield made. Oh, and the nice parts are the titanium silencers. These are actually one each side, beautiful, amazing things. These are actually relatively heavy. I wouldn't say, well, in the grand scheme of things, they're not heavy at all, but they are a little bit heavier because they are actually silencers. The reason I sound surprised about that is that I'm so used to drilling the rivets out, taking out the baffles, or just straight through pipes that's literally just a tube. So it's the first time in a while that I've actually just picked up an actual silencer. I am looking at getting the race variants of this, which is literally just a straight through tube, which is going to be way louder. So, but I'll obviously keep this for tracks that got a decibel limit on them. So, very nice, very, very nice. And the other side, beautiful thing, stunning. And I think that is it. So, super exciting. Finally got the Termi. So that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun just getting that put on. So we'll do a bit of a video on that when I get around to it. And yeah, that's definitely the pipe I wanted over the Acro for a number of reasons, mainly because of the custom fuel tank. And also I just think this is cooler. The actual Acro that's used by the World SuperBike teams is not the Acro that you could buy from Ducati. That's kind of more of a street race track day stuff. It's not like a World Superbike specification exhaust like this is. So that's kind of why, another reason why I wanted that over the Acro, because it's kind of just more of a standard part as opposed to something a bit more special. So did have to wait a long time for this to arrive as well, and I had to pay some taxes for its importation tax and stuff. So anyway, yeah. So this I haven't spoke about yet. The 340, they're just under 340 mil, 3-bolt World SuperBike discs. Again, these aren't fully, so 1, 2, and 3 bolts for the World SuperBike wheels. These are made by Gulfer, I think. And again, just not available to purchase. Stunning things. So really, really happy that I managed to get them. They are actually brand new as well. So, well, they've been fitted to a bike but not been used. A World SuperBike, obviously, from the Go 11 team. So really happy that I finally got them. So need some brakes and all the rest of it. But as I said, I'm not doing anything on the front end yet until we've kind of got the back end completed, then the engine aspect in the center, then we'll go on to the front end. So real quick update for you guys, and really happy that we finally got the Termi. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. I certainly did. As I said, I'd get back to you once the exhaust is kind of mocked up and installed loosely, should I say, so nothing torqued, no springs on yet, or lubricants, and also got the motor holder subframe on that's been lacquered. That turned out really, really well. You can't really see it there, but you can kind of see the shine to the lacquer. Just really locks that beautiful brushed aluminium finish on, World SuperBike spec. So that's on now, so looking really good. So loosely installed this, swapped out some of the bolts that have been put on for the carbon pieces with titanium, obviously. I'm going to have to come up with a plan with how it's actually going to attach to this World SuperBike spec subframe. So clearly you can see it's just zip tied on at the moment, just so I can kind of work things out. So what I'm thinking is, so it has got its stock bracket there, and that kind of fits into this. And that's obviously designed to fit onto the stock tail piece for the standard V4R Panigale. So I'd like to use that, but obviously I need to fashion some brackets for that. So I'm going to do that. at some point this holiday, utilising those 3 bolts. And also I'm going to do some little brackets that are going to kind of bolt onto this little area here, either side. You can just see it, those little bolt holes there, either side if it wants to focus. And then they will then bolt into that little area just there. So that's the plan for that. So it'll be fastened not in one place as it is on the stock system, but I'll actually have it fastened in 3 places, so that'll be nice, real nice and strong. My next dilemma, should I say nice problem to solve, is how this all goes together. So World SuperBike spec carbon seat unit, or whatever you want to call it, has got, I've seen a couple names online for it. So what I've found is that there is actually a cover piece that goes over here. I believe it bolts into these 2 areas here. And then there is some sort of internal bracket, I think, that kind of goes inside to kind of give it its rigidity, because it's definitely not particularly strong at the moment. It's only secured by a couple little titanium bolts there. So I need to just get to the bottom of that. So I've asked a couple of places for pictures and if they can help sourcing that. One place in Italy, one in the UK, a couple places in the States, to see if they can track that down for me. And then from there, I will then be able to kind of get on with the fuel tank plan, which is a little complex at the moment because I just don't really understand how it mounts. I'm presuming it's got to go through, it's going to have these 2 large bolt holes here is the primary area where it secures. So I just need to know how it's kind of, is there any kind of rubber dampening for that? And that can't be the only place. Clearly, I'm going to be doing a hybrid with the stock gas can, petrol tank, whatever you want to call it. That was, as you may have seen before in my previous videos, this one has been damaged, so it's going to need to be repaired. If I just take this cover off, as you can see there, so it's going to need to be repaired and significantly modified. So the stock fuel tanks, I think, around 16 litres. I'm going to be pushing up to 22 to 25 litres is what I'm going to go for the fuel tank. So I just really need to get the design right before it goes off to Bonifab in Canada for that. Seat unit, so once that's done, I'm going to order the seat unit hopefully the end of this month. That goes, I'm going to go for getting that from a place that I found in the States, in San Francisco, Corsa Garage. They look pretty cool. They seem to have some, they get access to some RS parts. Much larger seat unit, and from what I can tell, that bolts into these areas here. So that will sit over the top there, over the top of the fuel tank. So look forward to get my hands on something like that. So that's a majority of the tail end. I got this race light carbon seat. A good chap that I found on YouTube. He's also got a V4 on. I think he got a majority of the parts from Superbike Unlimited's build, including radiators. So I'm in chats with him to potentially buy his radiators, his non-silenced cans for this, the black variants that you may have seen, and one or two other little bits and pieces potentially from him. So more to follow on that. Just let you guys have a look at the other side, because again, that's another amazing perspective, looking absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, loving how it's turned out. So yeah, I've done a little repair on the wheels here. I foolishly used acetone, alcohol to clean these. That one was like that, and it pretty much rubbed off the original OZ Racing paint on there, because they're actually painted on. So what I had to do is put this one, same on the front. I only done it on unfortunately, one on each wheel. So I put some black satin wrap on there, and I got some nice OZ stickers from a place on eBay from there. I also put some blue ones on there as well. So the orange one had been repaired where that was, because the World SuperBike spec wheels have got it on either side. And also put some blue ones on because that kind of goes with the theme of the bike, which look great, I think anyway. Clutch will hopefully be on its way end of December, so that's super exciting. So that should hopefully be out here at some point in January. And the good lady got me for Christmas a carbon front frame, or whatever you want to call it, dashboard mount, whatever, I don't know the official name of it, as well. So that looks amazing. So really happy with that. As you guys have heard in my previous videos, so just to reiterate, this is going to have lights initially. I will get a full race kit as well without lights, but for now it is going to have lights. So so that will get, hence the reason for the kind of stock design carbon fiber front chassis, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to work out a way. I've got another one of these hopefully on the way, along with the clutch. I'm going to work out a way how I'm going to build the lights into that unit. It's going to involve a little bit of cutting of that unit. I'll only cut one, so I'll have one for race that will be completely as it should be for World SuperBikes, and one that will also be designed to take the rear lights as well. Now, arguably, I'm sure some of you are saying, why don't you just use a stock unit? But if I use a stock unit, then I can't use the modified fuel tank, can't use this. Of course, it would fit better with the stock unit, but this is predominantly going to be a proper RS with a kickstand for now, and also with lights for now, just so I can get some road use out of it potentially as well. And I just want to see what this looks like. This is my first V4 that I've owned. I think the lights are cool as anything, so that's part of it as well. Just have a quick walk around, see if there's anything else to talk about. Lacquered the brackets as well. She's woken up, heats herself up by the fireplace, going in for a drink now. So they turned out nice. I think I've got all of the little bolts and all the little fasters. I think they're M3 bolts for the pod, the shock sensor. So I should be able to install that this holiday as well, get that back in. So that'll be nicely finished. Today I'm going to be working on the mudguard. You may remember in the previous video that I repaired the mudguard, so I'm going to be just getting that finished off, and then I'm going to make little brackets so that could be mounted. So that'll be another job ticked off from there. I'm also thinking of designing the kind of World SuperBike, British SuperBike spec bracket. Again, I can't remember what those are called, for the rear sets. So I'm thinking about designing like one nice big unit, as they do on the World SuperBikes, where it kind of bolts onto there, and actually same on the other side. So that'd be super cool, just something real nice and bespoke, really nice machine piece that I'm thinking of getting there. I could just go out and buy the Spider Racing ones, and that's what I was initially thinking, but I think I can actually get my own nice, like, unique design similar to the British SuperBike and World SuperBike one, done for a lot less of the price. So yeah, I think that's about it for now. What I'll do, I'll check back in with you guys once we've got those other little bits and pieces done. I'll probably take you through the final build process and repair process of the front mudguard, so you've seen that, and I'll show you guys once it's installed. But it's just an absolute machine. Those World SuperBike parts really do make the difference. I'm actually getting there. I'm going to order the last few bits and pieces from Ducati, so Ducati Coventry helping me out with that. So loads of little fasteners, loads of little brackets and stuff that I need to kind of secure, especially on the front end, the dashboard and stuff like that. So once those bits are ordered, the only bits I then need are the side fairings, all of the crazy wings, obviously the seat unit, the anti-shock thing that goes on the back there, which I want to trial out, the chain, probably going to get a Gandini rear sprocket as well. What else is there? Obviously the fuel tank's going to get, once I've had chance to mock that up, design it, that's going to get sent away to Bonifab for him to make that. And then it's, yeah, there's obviously loads more other little bits and pieces that I need, but generally speaking, we are getting there. As I said, I really wanted to have a rolling chassis by Christmas. I've certainly done that, minus the titanium front axle, so that will come. So yeah, we're really getting there for sure. Oh yeah, the other Christmas present was that, a V4R front cowl, or whatever you want to call it, standard one. So that's a good tribute to my Panigale 1199R, exactly the same, but obviously it's way bigger. Amazing piece. It is damaged. I am going to be making it wider, and sadly I'm going to be sanding it all down because obviously all the bike is carbon. I'm going to wrap it with this really special large weave square type carbon, so I'll take you guys through that process. So that's another plan for this holiday. And just purely to mock up, I got it really cheap because it is damaged, or she got it really cheap because it is damaged. So get that repaired, get that finished, and that will be a really good piece to mock up with, and also the higher racing type windshield as well for that. So yeah, another lovely piece. The switches are coming together. They're racing switches. So my plan will be to have a race setup. So just take the plugs out, plug into the race setup, and also a road setup. So it'll have two sets of switches. They're going to look carnage. I know some people are like, that's crazy. I love it looking like a was it N64 or whatever it was, Nintendo, that used to have all those coloured buttons. I don't know if they still do. I haven't played computer games for a long time. So I'll aim to have a ton of buttons to have two aims with the bike. So one for race and one for street. They're jet primes, lovely piece, exactly what I wanted. Probably going to go for the Ducati bike throttle housing, which will do the road aspect. And then another jet prime on the other side for the road switches as well. So more to follow on that. So, but yeah, really happy how it's turning out. The final big pieces are going to be the clutch, the radiators, which is going to come at a later stage realistically, because that's a really expensive item, and then obviously all of the body work and stuff that's going to come, and a few more bits machined and engineered, but loving how it's turning out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll check back in with you once I've had a bit more progress with the mudguard and stuff. So cheers, bye.